Let's bring in FreedomWorks chief economist and Committee to Unleash Prosperity co-founder Steve Moore. Steve, let's start with the 49% of people polled want Uncle Sam to lend me a hand. That is 3 percentage points higher than leave me alone. That's got to change. Get the government out of every corner of my life.
I'm with you on that one, Dagan. I don't want a nanny state. And it is disturbing to me that just a little less than half of Americans want the government to hold their hand. And that's not what America is about. Now, obviously, we do want a safety net for people who fall on tough times. But that's different than creating a big middle class safety net. That's a big problem. But it is true. I mean, I was struck by the fact that most Americans agree with the three of us that taxes are way too high in this country. And there's no way. Here's the other thing I wanted to say to you guys. You know, inflation is really the #1 issue for people. And I don't understand the logic of this, Sean. How in the world is raising taxes on businesses going to lower prices? If you raise a tax on a business, two things are going to happen. The shareholders of that company are going to get hit hard, and that's all of us. But also, the company has higher costs now because taxes are a cost, and they're going to pass those costs on to consumers.
Of course.
I saw Janet Yellen, our Treasury Secretary, saying this is a way to bring inflation down. It makes no sense.
No, but it's, the Democrats would say that I need more revenue to spend more money. They don't care about their revenue, Steve. They're just going to spend more money. We watched them for 50 years do this. But what I find interesting is the politics of this. The fact that Americans don't want higher taxes, but that's what Joe's fighting for. They don't want open borders, but that's what Joe's doing. They want him to actually spend less and bring inflation down. He's not doing that. And they don't want to go to EV cars, but Joe Biden's pushing it. The politics of Joe Biden are just completely backwards.
And it's striking to me that, a guy who's been in politics for, 40 or 50 years is so politically tone deaf. You're right. For example, on EVs, people have said, with their dollars, we don't want EVs. Now, some people do, but most of Americans don't. No, Joe Biden's saying you have to buy an EV because we have a climate change agenda. On taxes, I mean, look, the lesson of the last 40 or 50 years since Ronald Reagan was president is that tax rates matter a lot. And when you lower taxes, good things happen. I think the vast majority of Americans understand that. This is the first president in my lifetime who's basically running on an agenda that I'm going to raise taxes. That's not a very powerful or a very popular message for Americans. I'm going to raise taxes on the businesses you buy things from.
Well, he wants to raise taxes on corporations at the same time also increasing tax loopholes and giveaways.
Right.
Tax expenditures for corporations, meaning government spending through the tax code, has gone up 92%, according to the Cato Institute. You do that if you're a Democrat because it gives you government control.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, listen.
I'm going to make sure the wealthy begin to pay their fair share of taxes.
Just begin to pay your fair share of taxes.
Well, I tell you what, you ought to pay your fair share.
Right. But guess what? Pay your fair share of federal taxes.
That rule applies to everyone but his son and the green energy industry.
Right.
And this is on top of what I just said. A new report by the Cato Institute finds the biggest tax dodgers in the country are wind and solar companies. Americans will be the ones paying for it. More than $1.8 trillion over the next decade will not go into the Treasury because of tax subsidies and the like. This is what I'm talking about loopholes added into the tax code.
So it's almost like what Joe Biden is saying is, I want everybody to pay their fair share of taxes, except people who give us a lot of money in the Democratic Party. And if you do that, we're going to carve out taxes for you so you don't have to pay anything. The wind and solar industry not only do they not pay taxes, they get money from the taxpayers. I mean, it's the opposite of paying taxes. It's suspicious, isn't it, that the groups that give the most money to the Democrats are the ones that get these carve-outs. Now, Dagan, Sean, you guys have known me a long time. I'm a radical on this. I just want to blow up the tax system. I want a bonfire. I want to blow the whole damn thing up. I want a simple, flat tax, Sean. I mean, you came to Congress, you said you were going to get this done. And why can't we make this thing simple?
We lowered rates, though, Steve. We lowered rates. We didn't get it to a flat tax. We almost did it, though. But the message of this segment is Lower taxes, you get more revenue. That's what we saw under the Trump tax code that we did in Congress.
But not just that. When you have something that's simple, voluntary compliance. Our tax system really is based on people voluntarily complying. Nobody understands it. Nobody thinks it's fair. It's incomprehensible. The tax attorneys and the lawyers make all the money. And why do we have a system like this? I mean, why does it have to be so damn complicated? And why do you have to spend weeks trying to figure out how much you owe? By the way, I just got a check from the letter. I'm not making this up. The letter, just one little statement. You owe us $15,000 on your 2022 taxes. I don't even know what they're talking about, but it's going to cost me at least $15,000 to fight it, Dagan, so I'll probably just send them the check.
This is about government control with the tax loopholes and subsidies. It also creates an economy for the cronies of Biden. Like the Richettis, for example, there's the complexity of the tax code favors the rich and those connected to the powerful, and it screws the little guy and it screws small businesses. Steve Moore, thank you. Thank you. Come back.
Thank you, Steve Moore. Great green tie, by the way. All right.